Lacey by Sophia Palahiki. Once upon a time, there was a paint horse named Lacey. Lacey's owner was a grumpy old woman who was very mean to her. One day, Lacey was out grazing in the field when a little girl approached her. The little girl had curly blonde hair and the most beautiful smile Lacey had ever seen. "Hello there, horsey," said the little girl as she stroked Lacey's face ever so softly. "Would you like to come home with me?" she asked. Lacey knew that this little girl would be kinder to her than her grouchy, mean owner, so she followed the little girl home. The little girl lived with her family on a small farm, and there was lots of room for Lacey to pasture. Lacey loved her new home, and especially she loved the little girl. Every day the little girl came out to ride Lacey, and she taught Lacey how to jump cross rails. Lacey was great at jumping, so the little girl decided to enter Lacey in a horse jumping competition. On the day of the show, Lacey won every category at the competition, and she received 10 first place ribbons that day. The little girl was so proud of Lacey, and she decided to enter Lacey in another jumping competition. At the second competition, there was a grouchy old woman yelling at the horses as they were performing their jumps. When it was Lacey's turn to jump, the old woman yelled, "Hey, that's my horse, and I want her back!" When Lacey realized that the old woman was her former owner, she began to cry. The old woman walked over to the little girl and demanded that she return Lacey. She then slapped Lacey in the face and said, "How dare you run away from me, you good-for-nothing lazy mare!" When she did this, everyone saw it. All of the people watching the horse show began to shout at the old woman. "Leave that horse alone!" they yelled. Then they began throwing their shoes at the woman. The old woman ran away screaming, "Help! Help!" But nobody helped her. The little girl gave Lacey a big hug and said, "Don't worry, mare. You are my little schniz forever."